Kayla King, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, welcome. Today, I'm sharing another writing vlog in which I continue to work on chapter 15 in my WIP. Hello, it's 7:45 on Monday morning, and I only have 15 minutes left before I have to log on for the day job, but I figured 15 minutes is better than no time spent working on the manuscript, so I'm going to dive into chapter 15 and see how much progress I can make today. Alright, my 15 minutes are up, so I do have to go log on for the day job, but I was able to add 231 new words to this chapter. It's still a work in progress, but I'm getting closer and closer to being done with the line edits on chapter 15. And as always, this is such a great way to start my day. It really leaves me feeling so creatively energized and ready to dive right in and keep going with the writing after the workday is through. A little after 10 p.m. on Monday night, but I am going to try to get through the last 50 pages of Skin of the Sea for my book club tomorrow. I am feeling a little tired, but hopefully I can finish this last little bit tonight. Afternoon, and I've just picked up my Crumbl Cookies for the week, and I'm really excited to dive right in. I've been hoping and praying for the lemon bar cookie for the past few weeks, and it's finally here. Let's start with the cookies and cream. The texture and taste of that cookie is exceptional. It's a little bit thinner than most Crumbl cookies. It had a really nice crunch from the actual Oreo cookie pieces, and then it did have some white chocolate drizzled over top. It was served warm, so delicious. Next up, we have the carrot cake cookie. That was so good. Again, that cookie was served warm. I didn't get any of the pecan pieces on top. I don't really love pecans, so I wasn't too sad that they weren't in that bite. The cinnamon flavor in that cookie and the cream cheese frosting, both so flavorful, just delicious. Let's try the Muddy Buddy next. And of course, I did have to get a bite that has the actual Muddy Buddy on top. That is the definition of a perfect peanut butter cookie. It's so interesting because I've had a few peanut butter cookies from Crumbl at this point. I think there was the Reese Puff, there was the Snickers peanut butter cookie. The texture of this one, whatever they did, was absolutely exceptional. Had a little bit of a sandy texture to it, almost like a shortbread cookie. The outside was crisp, the inside is the perfect Crumbl texture where it's a little moist, a little crunchy, just phenomenal. I could eat that entire cookie and that's gonna be a problem. And saving what I think is probably gonna be the best for last, I'm gonna move over to the lemon bar cookie. Now I do think this was supposed to have powdered sugar over the top as per the picture. It doesn't, but I'm actually kind of happy because I think the powdered sugar might have settled against the lemon filling and created a weird consistency. In any case, I'm really excited to give it a try. That is amazing. That lemon bar filling is incredible. I could eat that by the jar. I think I'm definitely gonna have to go back to Crumbl Cookies this week and get a second one of those cookies. And actually, I could go for seconds all around. If I am ranking them, I would say the lemon bar, my top favorite, then the Muddy Buddies, then the carrot cake, and then the cookies and cream. I know last week I did say that the flavors were a little bit disappointing, not exactly what I wanted them to be, but this week Crumbl Cookies has knocked it out of the park, and it's left me more excited than ever to see what flavors next week will bring. I did spend my lunch break today finishing the last of Skin of the Sea. This book was absolutely exquisite. I can't wait for the sequel, and I especially enjoyed reading the author's note at the end of the book, which really provided more insight into the West African mythology and how it paired with the historical elements that were in this book. If you haven't checked it out yet, I highly suggest, especially if you enjoyed Children of Blood and Bone. The world building, magic system, and mythology were perfectly rendered, and I can't wait to talk about this with my best friend later today for book club. Hello, it's 7:45 on Thursday morning, and I'm just sitting down to write. I only have 15 minutes before I have to log in for work today, but 15 minutes is better than nothing, so let's see how much progress we can make in chapter 15. Hello, it is 10 after 1, and I have just about 20 minutes left before I have to return to work from my lunch breaks. I am going to spend that time looking over some feedback that I got on section 1 of my WIP. I was really excited to be able to share this first section with my 11th grade English teacher, and she actually let me know yesterday that she devoured the first 10 chapters, which was 76 pages, and she submitted her feedback on a Google form for me. So I'm going to go through and review that and see if there's any relevant notes that I need to add to my Trello cards for any future updates or last minute revisions. Slowly but surely, I am going to start sharing this first section with a few more beta readers, and I'm going to go section by section in sharing it with them. Originally, I was anticipating that I would share the entire book with a few select beta readers, but as I am going section by section, this just makes more sense, and it allows me to get the feedback before the book is entirely through. That way, when I am done with my line edits, I'll be ready to go and to re-enter the query trenches. If I have time once I've gone through this feedback, I am going to pop back into chapter 15. Let's see how much progress we can make. That's going to be a wrap on this feedback session. I have a lot of really great notes to go over. For now, I'm going to return back to the day job, but I'm hoping later today to be able to get a little bit more writing done on chapter 15. Is 10 to 6, and I'm just sitting down to work on chapter 15. I only have about 30 to 40 minutes to work on this chapter today, as I do have a happy hour planned with some of my co-workers. It'll be the first time some of us are getting to meet in person. I'm really excited about it, but I figured I would utilize the time I have and hopefully make some good headway with the rest of chapter 15. Let's see how much progress we can make. a wrap on this evening's writing session. I was able to add an additional 122 words. The next time I sit down to work on chapter 15, I am going to be working on this first opening scene to make sure everything is as tight as possible. So the word count might shift a little bit more, but so far I'm really excited with where this is going. If you've been following along, you'll know that I had to make quite a few changes to chapter 15 based on where I took chapter 14. So I do think this is going to be more fitting with the tone and where I left off with my characters. All in all, I'm excited to get back into this chapter later this week. I did add into a spreadsheet, and I think this is going to be a great way to keep track section after section, especially if I have beta readers rotating in and out. That way I have all of the questions and all of the answers right in one place, and if I need to categorize based on specific frequent feedback, I'll be able to do so. All in all, though I'm not quite finished with chapter 15, I'm thrilled with the feedback I've received so far and with the certain individuals who've agreed to beta read section 1 of my novel. As I always say, progress is still progress, no matter how many words you've added to the page. While I would love to say that I have the time to write every single day for the entire day, that's just not feasible with my day job and responsibilities, as well as maintaining boundaries and making sure that I'm taking care of myself and spending time with friends and family when I need to. So while I didn't get any writing done over the weekend, I did spend some lovely time with a very dear friend, and we went to see the new Fantastic Beasts movie. And then Sunday being Easter, I did take a step back from any work and just fully enjoyed the day, though I do still have a few scenes left in chapter 15 to really flesh out and finish line edits on. I know exactly where I need to go, and I have every hope that it'll be finished within the next week. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, no matter where the day takes you, dream big.